I think the challenges and also the learning, which is not there in the established companies and is there in startups compared to the established company.
Welcome to Bharat Startup Talks by Biopatrika. Myself, Dr. Tarneet Kaur, your host for today. Today we are having our guest, Ms. Bhagyalakshmi. Ms. Bhagyalakshmi is dealing with the marketing and brand building with Fibroheal Wound Care Private Limited. Fibroheal is basically a healthcare startup which is dealing with silk proteins to develop the biomaterials for the medical and wound healing purposes. So, welcome you here, Ms. Bhagyalakshmi. Could you please briefly tell us about yourself and your current role?
Thank you, Dr. Tarneet. This is Bhagyalakshmi. I am working as a marketing manager at Fibriheal Wound Care Private Limited. So I have done my post-graduation in biotechnology and I have done my master's in marketing. So I have total of 2 decades of experience, work experience in marketing. Worked under different multinational companies, under different industries as well so far.
Okay, thank you so much for introducing yourself. Next, I really like to ask you why you preferred a startup over well-established company setup.
So very interesting question. I am very happy to answer this question. Why? Because I have experience of both the sides. So since before joining to Fibroheal, my earlier company was a multinational company. So in multinational companies, the work culture is completely different compared to startup. In multinational companies, your work, work scope is very limited. You are very confined to one job, one kind of job, and you're not exposed to any cross-functional departments. So this is what the experience which I had in multinational companies. Whereas in case of startups has very challenging roles, because you will be having a very limited team size and every individual has to perform multitasking job. And you have to coordinate with multi departments, cross-functional departments. So thereby, I think the challenges and also the learning, which is not there in the established companies and is there in startups compared to the established company. So this is what I feel that there is a pretty good difference between established and a startup company. So that's where when I joined this company, so I was very much fascinated about hearing about silk proteins, because as I said in my introduction, I am a biotech student. As since from the college days, my scope of interest was more towards biotechnology. So when I got an opportunity in Fibroheal and when I heard about silk protein healing wounds, that was very fascinating for me. So I took up the challenge and I joined this company in 2017. So it has been a great journey so far, and it has been a great learning as well. I got a 360-degree exposure in this company, not only in terms of marketing, but also other departments where you will have exposure when you build a company. So this is what the difference I feel between established and a startup company. So that's where I feel that my work so far in startup is pretty good and also very encouraging and also satisfying.
Thank you so much for your answer. It's so good to have the opinion from somebody who has done and tasted both the flavors, like the well-established company as well as the startup, so that it is easy for our audience to understand that what could be the exact differences and what could be the exact benefits come challenges in both the sectors. Next, as you already mentioned that it has been a great journey so far with the startup Fibriheal, I would like you to please stress somewhat about your journey, your experiences and challenges in the startup setup.
So when I say the experience so far, so when I joined this company, there was only one product for burns. So it was a single product. We took that product into the market. We approached surgeons and doctors, pitching our product and promoting our brand. we got to realize that there are so many need gap which is present in the existing wound care management or wound care products which is present in the market. So we learned a lot. We took a lot of feedbacks from the surgeons who are our end users. We got a collective information. We came back and we worked on it. And today, where we stand is we have from one product, we have more than 27 brands and 70 SKUs as of date. So you can see in the span of 5 years, the journey and the developments related to product, research, marketing is enormous. So where it was one, now it is 27 brands, and you name it, we have those brands in our product basket. Coming to sheet, mesh, foam, powder, particle, gel, ointment, sprays, any type of products. You name it in wound care management, Fibriheal has that kind of product with our product portfolio. That is one experience we have. And as a popular saying, they say, to start a journey of 1,000 miles, you have to start with one step. That's how we have started our journey with one product. And today we have we have a comprehensive product range in our basket where we are addressing all type of wounds. You name it, like for example, acute, chronic, trauma, post-operative, any type of wounds, we can be healed with silk protein. And the advantage of silk protein, what we offer is faster healing. So it's not only the effectiveness, it is also the comfortness to the patient that we are offering. So it is a value addition apart from the healing. So that is where I think the experience is very, very good. And it's been a very thoughtful and also challenging role to bring so many products in the market and establishing the brand in the market, where you have big players, already established company players. As you know, the wound care market is almost crowded by imported brands and all multinational companies. There are very few companies, Indian companies, who are in this segment. And we, as a Fibriheal company, we are proud to say we are an Indian startup working on silk routine and also having a comprehensive product range addressing to the entire wound care continuum products. So this is what my experience so far with Fibriheal.
Glad to know that from you. Would you like to tell us the growth aspects in general in a startup sector versus well-established companies?
When I say growth aspects, you can quote my own example, which is very evident. So I joined this company in the year 2017. I am employee number 2 in Fibriheal Wound Care Private Limited. So I started as an assistant product manager in 2017. And today I'm heading the marketing division. So in the span of 5 years, you can see my own growth. So it is not a linear growth, what you expect in established companies. It is an exponential growth, which comes with a lot of challenges. So if you are ready for it, you can achieve anything. So that's what I can say. And also, it is not only for the experienced people. Startups also provide, like Fibriheal also provide a good platform for the freshers also. So we take, to quote an example, we take a lot of young talents from college who are freshly passed out. We offer them an internship program every year from reputed institutions like NIPER, IHMR, and IITs. So there are a lot of people who approach us for internship. So we select talented people who are more focused, who are more towards the goal driven. So we hire them, we train them, and we give them exposure on the industrial learning, not only the academics. We teach them more on the industrial learning and industrial working culture, how we work. It's not everything what is there in the book will apply in industry level. So lab is different, market is different. So we taught them the industry level experiences. So, and also I am happy to say share that who have performed very well in the internship. Fibriheal management has given them an opportunity. They have absorbed them in the company, giving them a challenge, giving them a good role. as a first job. So it is not only for the experienced people like me, it is also open for the freshers from who are all the people who are passing out, like for example, any MBAs, M.Pharms, B.Pharms. Even for them, there's a lot of scope in startups. And as you know, after the web era, that is late 90s and early 2000s, that is called .com era, IT era. So now the booming industry is startup. Fibroheal is based in Karnataka, and Karnataka is a unicorn hub. So we are also one among them, and we work on silk protein. And as I got to know when I joined this company, so no one, I mean, apart from very few companies, hardly 4 or 5 companies across the globe are working on silk protein, and we are one among them, and no one is working in this wound care segment. So we have that leverage of uniqueness and also IP protected products, and also something which is beyond your imagination, that is biomaterial application of silk protein in healing wounds. No one will think that, everyone, when the thought process, when we think about silk, will go to the textile part, silk sari, silk clothing. No one will think about wounds. So that's what is more fascinating in biotech sector. So we are in that space, and we are making a difference. We are impacting many lives by treating their wounds, which are even non-healing, slow healing, even 1-year-old wounds also we have treated. So that's how we are proud of our own innovation and Indian innovative companies. And Fibroheal is one of the most recognized startup, successful startup in biotech sector so far. And it's been a great, what do you say, I'm feeling very proud to be part of this organization. And I am happy to say that I have been part of this enterprising journey, starting from the inception, and today where I stand. So that's how is the experience and also the growth prospects in startup.
Thank you so much. It was lovely to have this thoughts from you. And also it would be very beneficial for our public as well as freshers and degree holders to have a clear-cut knowledge of the career path they have to choose for. Initially, when we are freshers, we are a bit hesitant to join startup setups. And we prefer to go for companies which already have their recognized names and everything established. But some thoughts collecting and gathering from persons, and especially the marketing head at a very known startup, would definitely help them to understand the challenges, the journey, the experiences they would actually have in their basket if they go for a startup setup. And also, it's so good to have this information from you that Fibroheal has got its unique selling point. I would say that it is working with the silk proteins for the non-textile applications, which is itself is a very unique idea, and it's a great biotech startup to basically join in and have all that benefits in the pocket. So thank you so much for sparing time for us today, and it was lovely to have this communications and great thoughts with you. So I like to wish you a good day ahead, and again, thank you a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Tarneet, and also thank you for the management to giving us an opportunity to speak our heart out and giving us a platform where we can express our realistic or real life experiences what we face in startups. And also, it's in a great journey, and I wish the young talents also has to take this opportunity whenever they get an opportunity in a new company, even though it is a startup. Please take up the challenges, explore the opportunity. I think definitely you will be achieving the goal whatever you have dreamt of.
Thank you so much. Wish you a great day.
Thank you.